Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Taken care of.
Time to die. Give up. You've already lost.
Bards may spend much time tuning strings, but I promise it is worth the wait.
Someone there.
Next Imperial I see is dead.
What? Oh, how? Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial heads.
Stay sharp. So did I. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence, that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Alfred was about to be executed.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Orland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Northern Greymane is rather
Have it
impressive,
your way.
though.
I'll take the
That
job,
grizzled
but don't
hair,
expect a miracle.
stern eyes, strong, calloused hands. I bet he knows some wonderful skills.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Hi, the nine. I can't believe it's you. I was just asking around if anyone knew where I might find you. My master and I recently arrived here in Skyrim from Citadel. It's been a long journey, but he sent me to see if I could find you. I thought I'd check the tavern and inn here in Whiterun first, and then set out for the other towns tomorrow. But fortunately the gods favour me today, as you seem to have found me instead. He's heard of you escaped from that awful dragon attack and urgently needs to speak with you. I know nothing more than that. It's at the inn in Falkreath. Would you please... Here, he gave me this note to give you, and a small token of his appreciation. Now then, I bid you good day as I have another errand to run. No rest for the weary, as they say. Good day.
I'll be happy to assist you if you'd like to purchase something.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter. But set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
If you have need of hunting supplies, then you've come to the right place. I can tell you're no stranger to the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs. We sell bows, arrows, and ale. A unique combination, to be sure. I'll be happy to assist you if you'd like to purchase something. If you have need of hunting supplies, then you've come to the right place. I can tell you're no stranger. To the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs. If you have need of hunting supplies, then you've come to the right place. We
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
I do hate to admit it, but if nothing else, all the...
Did you see a dog out there? Oh well. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
Don't see many people crafting with that these days. You know what you're doing.
I had some good... Strange that Skyrim's largest cemetery is here in Falkreath. And not in one of the major city holds. Surely they would have more casualties of war.
Take care now.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Well, hello.
What can a humble builder do for you?
Afford to pay you both, Nari. I
Building
really do.
structures is not just functional. There is art and beauty.
Can I help you, friend? Oh, bless the divines, you came! Well met, and welcome. We have much to discuss. Will you tell me, what happened at Helgen?
Not everyone has artist's eyes. You see the sculpture in the stone. They remove the extra
Well,
parts.
no, now that you mention it. Then it's as I feared. My brother and his family lost. Gods damn it all. I'd hoped for better news. Yes, I've heard the fort is full of them. But appearances can also be deceiving. If I'm right, these are no bandits at all. I have it on good authority there is a man known only as Val inside the keep. He's the leader of a small group of mercenaries, for lack of a better term. Their aim is to kill Thalmor wherever they're found. That they've come out of hiding is beyond mysterious. They're insurrectionists. A resistance movement, if you will. His name is Valerius Tiberius Artorius. We served for many years together in the Imperial Legion, as captains under Titus Mede II during the Great War. He was a good man in those days, an honorable man. Then the Aldmeri invaded, and murdered his wife, son, and daughter in cold blood. They marched them down the streets of the Imperial City and tortured them until they were dead, right in front of the Imperial Palace itself. They said, "Let it be known that any family members of Imperial officers found anywhere else in the province will receive a similar fate." There were many such atrocities committed by those wretched maggots within those walls, and even more unspeakable tragedies in the rest of Cyrodiil. We were under orders to flee the city for Skyrim when they invaded. We left our people, our families, defenseless. Most did not survive. The few that did make it out of there were scattered as refugees throughout the rest of the province. The plan was to regroup here in Skyrim, rest and resupply our forces, and return to the Imperial City to retake it. That took almost a year. Surely you know the history. If not, this book will help you understand a little of what we went through. When we finally returned to the city, there wasn't much left. We split our forces, and I led the charge from the southern waterfront district, while Valerius attacked from the west. Marched right down to the main gate. After we retook the city, he started to change. He knew his family was gone, but when he learned that they were tortured in the streets, he went mad and vowed to avenge their deaths. He started conducting covert operations that were unknown even to me, his closest friend. He took a handful of his most loyal men and began assassinating Aldmeri officers and diplomats, wherever he could find them. Of course, all of this was without knowledge or consent from our commanders. When they were caught, well, let's just say justice was swift. But the Aldmeri feared making a martyr out of him, as they knew the people were aware of his family's torture and murder. No, but under pressure from the Thalmor, Titus locked him and his men away in the Imperial prison for the rest of their lives. Soon after, I decided my service had come to its end, and retired from the Legion. But you don't get to be a captain and not accumulate a few favors. Well, yes and no. I wasn't actually involved in the operation, but a young lieutenant who served under me was stationed there after I retired. And he found an ancient passage out of the prison that had long been forgotten about. We always heard the stories about it from ages ago. But none of us believed they were true, and dismissed them as fairy tales. But they were true, and Lieutenant Buckingsley found the passage. So, on a dark and stormy night, Buckingsley quietly slipped a key into Valerius' cell, and created a diversion, which bought Val enough time to escape. They went straight away to Hammerfell, to join the Red Guard rebellion against the Aldmeri Dominion. It was rumored a secret brotherhood who called itself the Keepers of Hatu was formed, after the signing of the Second Treaty of Stros-Makai. Most people pass these rumors off as baseless gossip, but the name Hatu always had intrigued me. Hatu was the mountain where the Red Guard hero Frendar Hunding and his sword singers made their final stand against the armies of Hera. It was a bloody battle in their history, but their victory led them to a new land they named Hammerfell, which began the modern-day Red Guard society. Here, I brought a few of my old books along, just to refresh my memory. Perhaps you'd like to study them, if you're interested in history. You may read them at your leisure. I need you to go try and talk to Valerius. Reason with him. Tell him Marcus Janus requests a meeting with him. Tell him I'll come to the fort alone. Present company excluded, of course. Give this ring to him. It was his wife's wedding band. If any of his men try to accost you, show it to them and tell them it is a gesture of goodwill from me. They'll give you quarter if they know I sent you. Approach the guards and show them the ring. Tell them Marcus Janus sent you to see Valerius Tiberius Artoria on urgent business. Show them this note with my seal, but tell them it's for Valerius. His eyes only. Please, return to me as soon as you can. I'll prepare to leave and be ready to go when you return. Make haste, young one, and may fortune favor the foolish.
Hello? Yes, I learned the carpentry trade back home in Cyrodiil. My father apprenticed me to a master after I started carving on the furniture at home. I think at the time he just didn't want me to ruin anything else. Little did he know I'd soon become one of the best in town. Oh, a lot of places. Some comes from the stories I read as a child. Of course now, with the dragons returning, I feel the Ha! Almost. Such is my concentration.
The way this war is going, you'll soon have plenty of veterans like me to buy drinks. The way this war's going, there might not be
Well, look at what the skeever dragged in. You look like you've seen better days. You have a quick mind. I like that. Most people around here only got one thing on theirs, and it ain't carving. I singled you out from this boring rabble because you look like you've been around. Picked a few fights. Tell me, are you in need of a mercenary? Or perhaps a bodyguard? Sellsword, mercenary, bounty hunter, hell. I've even been a tour guide for a good price. I take payment in the form of gold, loot, or any... The one thing I don't... Name's Nadina Halam. Some call me Nadina the Firecracker. More than a spark. That's actually just the reason it started to stick. It's deceptive. Even a small flame can burn a forest. Also, being hot-blooded pretty much goes with being Redguard. Literally. I was born to it, of course. Actually learned from my parents. Both were warriors in the army. It's all I know, and I know it well. Very good. I could use a break from this boring town. Why not? Would you rather cry or laugh? Me? I'd rather laugh. Life's too short to wallow, like certain other inn patrons. I know a few. Whether they're good is a matter of opinion. What's a wench's favorite kind of sword? Yeah, you're a sharp one. I knew you'd get it. What kind of horses go out after dusk? That's right. You're cleverer than you look, know that? Couldn't have said it better myself. Need something carved? I'm your woman. Me? Songs? Only the bawdy ones about drinking, killing, and tumbling. You probably want me to be good and drunk before I sing. I'm sure it'd be more entertaining. All right. Excellent. Lead the way. Need some potions? What can this carver do for you?
Hey, Dawson.
Aye, there is. Stick with me long enough and I'll tell you. Whatever floats your boat. If only we could trade some of this rain with Hammerfell and get some nice hot desert sun over here. What is it? All right.
Won't be so lucky again. Won't be so easy next time. You can't hurt me. I can't help it if you're too stupid to run away. So that's what...
Whoever killed that one didn't use a blade very well.
The bad time to get lost, friend.
What was that? You have any idea how hard it is to get blood out of an outfit like this?
Stop right there. Don't even think about moving. You see my friends coming? They won't hesitate to kill you if you so much as breathe funny. Now, who are you? And what is the meaning of this intrusion? Quickly now, speak! Then you need to give me a reason why we shouldn't just kill you where you stand. Never heard of him? You are mistaken. There's nobody by that name here. Now, be on your way. We don't want to hurt you. Don't know him either. I'm beginning to run out of patience with you. Leave now. I don't know who you are, stranger, or what you want, but I advise you to choose your words very carefully from here on out. Let me see that. Did you say Marcus Janus? From the war, Marcus Janus. Why didn't you say so? Very well. I will take you inside. But all of us have our eyes on you. And if you try and start trouble, it will be the last trouble you ever start. Follow me.
Balfring, what do you think you're doing? Who is this person, and why have you brought them here?
He has an urgent message for you from Marcus Janus. He was alone, and I thought you would want to talk to him.
What? Marcus Janus? Balfring, have you gone completely mad? That's impossible.
I thought the same thing, sir, but it's true. He showed me a letter to you with Marcus's seal. It's real, all right. And sir, somehow Marcus has found Sabrina's wedding ring and sent it to you.
Very well. We'll see about this. Balfring, you're dismissed. All of you may resume your patrols.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, so you'd better have some good answers to my questions. May I see that ring? You say you were sent by Marcus Janus? Where is he now? And do you know how he came into possession of this ring? Yes, I suppose that may have been possible, but this is all so overwhelming. Thank you. I love them very deeply. I nearly went mad after they were murdered by those Altmarine dogs. I wanted nothing but vengeance. Every day of my life is burned with nothing but the desire to make them pay for their murders. But enough of that. Let's see this letter you brought. Yes. Marcus Janus. It's certainly you, all right. What do you want with me? Tell me, how has he found me here? Very clever, that one. Always was. Bandits. It's not far from the truth, though. Fitting ruse is that's about what we've become. Living our lives in the shadows, hiding and skulking about like some caged skeever looking for his next piece of cheese. Honor? Bah. Any honor I had died with the first Altmarine diplomat I assassinated. I'm not the same man he knew. But no doubt he's filled your head with tales of glory from the war, and stories of the keepers of Hatu. Oh, I'm afraid that man no longer exists. This hatred, it's consumed me, taken my life. I suppose I would still be rotting down in that damn prison were it not for Marcus. Now I'm just rotting here instead. And rot is nonetheless still rot. The only difference, really, is where and how. Why would he want to help me? After he sees what I've become, he'll leave soon enough. But go tell him I'll meet with him regardless. At least then we can say our proper goodbyes to one another. Never got to do that before. Now, be gone. Please leave me in peace.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I like it.
But of course, who doesn't love a woman who can drink?
Bet I can reach the bottom of this flagon before you.
What? No, friend, that ain't how you do it.
Let me know if there's anything
It's
else
a
you need.
marathon, not a sprint. You...
Excellent. Well done, my friend. I'm ready to go, but there's just one thing. I'm getting too old for fighting. Well, at least by myself, that is. I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a burden on you to escort me to the keep. There's another 250 gold in it for you, if you will. I'm right behind you, but don't go too fast. Unlike you young ones, I'm not cut out for this shite anymore.
The carriage network is a lovely way to tour Skyrim and learn about places. The drivers are ever so helpful.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
You should work on your tan. You guys always look so pale.
Ah, I see you're back. Better get Marcus inside. Valerius is waiting. Marcus and I can catch up on old times later.
Valerius Tiberius Arctoria, you old dog. Come here, my friend. Let us have a look at you.
Marcus, why have you come here?
Valerius, I'm sure this is quite a shock to you, and terribly unexpected. I came here to check on my family, but it appears none of them survived. Then I realized you were here, so I decided it was in both our interests for two old friends to meet again. At last.
Ah, your brother, yes. Marcus, I'm very sorry. But whatever the circumstances, it does my eyes good to see you again after all these years.
Yes. Same here, old friend. Same here. So, the Keepers of Hatu in Skyrim. Who would have ever dreamed of such a time?
All right, Janice, what is it you really want? Don't forget, I know you, so out with it.
Yes, you do know me, old friend, better than most. Very well. I aim to rebuild this town, and make her my home.
Rebuild? Janice, I have no intention of helping you or anyone else rebuild a town. I'm here on other business.
Yes, I know, Valerius, but if what I propose is true, perhaps we can be mutually beneficial to one another. All I'm asking is that you hear me out. After that, if we're not in agreement, we can part ways and you'll likely never see me again. But Valerius, there's plenty of time to get to all that later. Right now, let's just catch up on old times.
Well, you're in luck, Janice. Those bandits left some fresh wine downstairs, and I need a drink.
Songs that true history.
Yes, I could use a drink too, old friend. Let me say goodbye to my new friend, and I'll join you. I can't thank you enough for your help. As agreed, here is your compensation. I apologize for that. I certainly wasn't intentionally keeping anything from you. I just wanted to meet with Valerius before I brought it up. But yes, I want to make Helgen my home. But she certainly has seen better days, that's for sure. You know, I grew up just across the border in Cyrodiil. And Helgen was always a place my family visited when I was a boy. I have many fond memories of those days. And now, with my brother and his family gone, let's just say he'd be happy that I settled here. And from what I could tell as we came in, it'll be a lot of work cleaning everything up. But nothing impossible. Then we can take a look at what's left of these buildings and begin rebuilding from there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of work for you if you're interested. Why don't you take a day and think about it? That'll give Valerius and I some time to catch up and come up with a plan. Can you return to see us in a day or so? Thank you once again, friend. I'll see you then.
Now then, Marcus, let's go get that wine. You're in one piece, so I trust your trip went smoothly.
Yes. Fortunately, it was without incident. Of course, I had Patsy to protect me.
Ah, yes, dear Patsy. There's not a more loyal man in all of Tamriel. And I'm pleased the road was kind.
How long has it been?
Be well, friend.